Good morning. We are back on Summit Sunrise here, and I'm here with Jim Tillich from the Breck Fine Art Gallery. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Real good.
It's always such a treat to have you on because I feel like I'm taken through like an art history lesson, and it's so interesting because even though this is the mountains and it can be, more of a rugged, laid-back atmosphere, there's still a lot of culture to be found.
There really is. There are good galleries. There's lots of things to do in Breckenridge. It's just fun, and art. People don't really expect to see this quality of art in a resort town, a ski town.
It's so surprising because you always bring in such interesting artists, and you oftentimes you bring artists in, and then you have such an amazing variety of artwork. It's wonderful.
I like variety. I like for it all to start with a form of Impressionism and then grow from there. Because the French really went around the world teaching everyone how to paint French Impressionism.
Ah, the French.
Starting with pointillism and all the good things.
So let's talk about what you have, what we have on stock for this morning.
Okay.
We have some French to talk about and some Russian as well.
Yes.
That's what I mean. It's so exotic.
I brought one artist. His name is Motov.
Okay, Motov.
And he lives near the Black Sea in Russia.
Oh, I was there for the Olympics last
my
year. I was on the
goodness.
Black Sea. It's like, oh my gosh, am I actually here? It's like another world.
It really is. And you get it. There's a different feel there, and there are lots of dachas where people go and spend their holiday because the northern part of Russia is so cold.
Right.
But Motov is one of those interesting fellows who paints with bright colors. But he mixes two things. He wants to show the customs and the old things about Russia, but he wants to tie that in. There you see his artwork. He ties that in with the Russian style of a little bit heavier brushstroke.
That's such an interesting point that you make, the heavier brushstroke, which defines, you said it sometimes defines kind of the Russian from the French, correct?
To a great degree it does. The French always tried to make a little bit lighter brushstroke.
Delicate.
Delicate, yes, that's it. And they don't always put as much strong color in. Sometimes, of course, they do. Everyone breaks all the rules.
Sure.
But you're looking at Motov's work, and he went up north. Now, his parents were both doctors.
Oh.
So his home was kind of the center in their town. His home was the center of culture for that entire area.
Sure, of course.
And so one of the people that came regularly was a famous artist, his mentor, and that mentor got him into art when he was 11 years old.
Wow.
And I saw some of his little drawings, and what you can see about his drawings was they had character, and there was a little depth. More than I had at 11 years old.
Oh my gosh, more than I have now.
And so they took it from there, and he started painting, and he went up north. His home, Black Sea, obviously in the south, as you know. And so when he went up north, then he started painting these dramatic scenes, color, and then notice cool and warm colors mixed.
Yes, very much so. And it's almost like you can tell this is maybe at like a sunset or maybe early morning.
And it looks that way. It was kind of that way the whole day because this is near the Arctic Circle where he painted this.
Right.
So the sun is just slanting down at an angle and it never gets up very high.
Right, exactly.
I asked one of the local artists, I said, what do you think about the sun here? He said, it just runs round and around all day and doesn't go up or down. It just goes round and around.
Oh, how confusing.
It's right above the horizon. And I thought that was kind of funny.
Now let's talk about the French as well. And you were saying that, more soft brushstrokes here.
Usually the French would do that. Now the one I brought is Joanny, and he does have a softer brushstroke, but he's a bright color type fellow. He loves, there you see his work.
Beautiful. I could be there.
Every tree that he paints, he wants it to stand on its own. And then he does make a nice combination of colors, and you can see a nice triangle of colors there. But the bottom line is, he likes color, and he puts it in, and even though it's not exactly right, it's almost a color block situation.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. So, and folks can come to your gallery, and you're actually open for Thanksgiving as well.
We're going to kind of rotate through, and several of us will keep open because people are on vacation, and they may have a special dinner or maybe in the evening, but during the day they come in.
Excellent. What time? What are your hours?
We're open from 10 until 8 every day.
Okay.
And we also, when things are a little slow, we just give more of an art education and people come in.
So what a wonderful afternoon. You guys, if you're shopping or if you're checking everything out, you can
Come and spend time.
Exactly. And Jim will give you an art history lesson. What a pleasure.
Tea and coffee and
lovely.
Enjoy the time there.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for coming in. It's always so fun I could talk to you for hours and learn about all of this. It's so much fun. It's very enjoyable. We'll be back with more Summit Sunrise after this, and Tessa will be at the Joy of Socks.